Sha Tin continues as we head back to the bigger circuit on Wednesday night. All-weather racing this week with 9 races coming up, so plenty to preview here on Racing to Win. We've got the boys in the studio to look at it all, Paul Lally and Tom Wood, and 9 of the best.
Yes, Mark, 9 on the all-weather, and there is obviously Class 2 action, which is the highlight of the night. Flying Ace, Majestic Knight, Superb Capitalist, back for a run on the all-weather. I think Mark Newnham holds the key to the race, though, with Full Credit and also Sing Dragon, who have both performed well on the surface, and I think Mark's got a good team of runners on Wednesday night.
He's having a great season. We'll have a closer look at them shortly. Paul Lally with us also. Any jackpots for Wednesday?
No, there's no jackpots to speak of going into this meeting, but there's normally a few come out of it because we do get a couple of hairy results there throughout the card. But no, it should be a very good night's racing. And the bonus of an extra race.
Absolutely. Now, before we get on to that, there's heaps of news around in Hong Kong at the moment. We'll start with the entries coming out for the next Group 1 meeting coming up on the 23rd of February and the City Hong Kong Gold Cup here, Paul. One notable absence from that list is Romantic Warrior.
Yeah, he's not there, of course. He'll be plying his trade in the Middle East there. But Cheng Cheng Glory was an impressive winner last start. A lot of money for him as well. Yeah, always good to see Galaxy Patch in there. You got the usual suspects of 5G Patch, Last City Blanche as well. Straight Aaron's getting up to a distance that he'll appreciate.
Of course, they'll be looking for a new rider for Galaxy Patch because Zach was supposed to be riding him, so a little bit of a change there, and interesting they were looking to go back with a Hong Kong-based jockey rather than a fly-in, fly-out option.
All right, so we'll see what comes of that with due course who's going to ride Galaxy Patch. The other feature race, Tom the Queen Silver Jubilee, 1400 metres, and Ka Ying Rising will have a new jockey, so.
He will. Karis Teetan there. You've got Beauty Joy, Beauty Eternal at the top, California Spangle, again up at the 1400 metres. I think Helios Express obviously looks to be the main danger too. Ka Ying Rising. Patch of Theta trialled nicely on Tuesday morning at Sha Tin, and Red Line down towards the bottom. So yeah, Ka Ying Rising, still absolutely the horse to beat there.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to see Mugen back as well. We haven't seen him for a while.
No, he's been at the trials for quite some time, has Mugen. As mentioned, new rider on Ka Ying Rising for that race, replacing Zach Purton as Karis Teetan, and Nick had a chat with the Mauritian earlier today.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Of course, you know, the opportunity came. Unfortunately, what happened to Zach is not a nice thing to happen, but, you know, I must say the owners and David Hayes was, Mr. Lung and David Hayes was really loyal to me, and as I won on him before, they've given me back the ride. So it's nice to feel appreciated. So I'm just looking forward to riding one of the world's best horses.
I mean, he was good the day that you rode and won on him, but I guess on what you've seen since then, I mean, it must be a few sleepless nights. It'll be like the night before Christmas, won't it, this? I
know, I'm excited. I can't wait to sit on him again. I think I'll go to China to ride him on Friday. So, of course, before he won the last time, not the last time, the time before when he won the Group 1, I trialled him in Chung Fa and he gave me a good feel. So, you know, of course, listening to Zach before and David, they said he's taken his race well and he's improved. So, looking forward to sitting back on him again.
There he is, Karis Teetan. So Chung Fa Friday for Ka Ying Rising trial. Tom, you've got an update on the 4 injured riders from the weekend.
Yeah, Vincent Ho, Zach Purton, Keith Young, Angus Chung. Vincent's obviously been in the intensive care unit. He was hoping to be obviously discharged from that today, Hong Kong time, into a general ward. Zach had toe surgery yesterday. He's likely to be out for 4 to 6 weeks and hoping to be back for the Derby meeting. Keith had some muscle injuries, left shoulder, thigh muscle. 2 to 3 weeks for Keith, and Angus Chung, a fracture of the right facial bone, which didn't need surgery, and he'll be out for 4 to 6 weeks as well.
So perhaps 1 or 2 short-term contracts coming up.
Yeah, potentially. We'll stay tuned over the next couple of days to see who might potentially turn up possibly this weekend at Sha Tin too.
Nothing official on that, but it'll be released as soon as we hear from the licensing committee, if indeed that is the case. To Sha Tin now on Wednesday night. We're going to get all dirty. 9 on the all-weather, and the first gets underway at 6:45. Races 7 and 9, the 2 races that we preview on the show. Class 2 over the 1200 metres has a Flying Ace at the top of the book. Matthew Poon has a good record on the horse. Superb Capitalist makes his second appearance on the surface. Full Credit, Luke Ferraris takes over from Lyle Hewitson, who's on the sidelines for this meeting. Capital Delight has the blinkers going back on. Tomodachi Kokoro, second time at the all-weather. Bundle of Charm West pacifiers once again. We head down to Sing Dragon, and Ladies' Choice will carry, Paul, just 105 pounds.
Yeah, and should lead, I think, Ladies' Choice with that apprentice claim. Just go straight to the front on the surface. Tomodachi Kokuro's got plenty of pace, we know that. Full credit, he can go forward as well. Superb Capitalist has drawn wide, can be a little bit iffy out as well, Superb Capitalist, so there's just a little query over him, but he might try and press on outside, Ladies' Choice. Sing Dragon will get his opportunity with Majestic Knight, back to Capital Light, and Flying Ace generally goes back.
We heard from Karis re Ka Ying Rising. Well, a horse that's been tangling with Ka Ying Rising in recent times is Flying Ace. He's not there on Wednesday night, Ka Ying Rising. Flying Ace will, next with his rider, Matthew Poon.
Matthew Poon, we've got an all-weather meeting coming up on Wednesday night, and a good ride for you is a horse you know really well, Flying Ace. Onto the all-weather, what's your initial take on him running on this surface?
I think because of the surface, hopefully over the track a little bit softer compared with grass, and I think Flying Ace will enjoying more soft surface. So hopefully he can finish off better on the all-weather track. So yeah, let's see.
I know he's had one run on the all-weather. You didn't ride him, but he ran really well. So I guess that must give you confidence with him trying it again.
Yes, of course. That's why what we're thinking. So, but well, now he got carried top weight 125. There's a bit of concern, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
You've obviously got quite a bit to do with this horse. You've got a good record on him. Has he always sort of felt good on the all-weather? I know he's done all of his racing on turf mainly, but has he always felt quite good on the all-weather when you've worked him and trialled him?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, of course, you can see in the trial. He used to be trialled really well on dirt. So, and as you said, he had one style he won really well as well. So, even Trevor get up everything. He seemed like he's enjoying it. So, yes.
He's obviously a very good horse, Matt. He's had a mark of 100. I mean, he's run some good races this year in really good races. I mean, Group 1s, Group 2s. He's very honest, isn't he?
Yes, but of course, last year he even more consistent performance, even better. Now he's getting older, but he just need to keep healthy and feeling well, and I think he still can have something left. Yeah.
There he is, Matthew Poon. Where's he at, Flying Ace, Paul, in your eyes?
Well, look, he has to give away weight to a lot of good horses in this race, a lot of really sort of established dirt horses. He's only had the one go on the dirt, and he ran really well at the end of last season behind Pink Eye Galaxy, being by Swiss Ace. He should be suited to the dirt, but I just don't like him giving away weight to some of these other horses.
And he has been struggling in some of those better quality handicaps as well on the turf, but he's struck a decent all-weather handicap here as well. Nothing wrong with his trial, but he probably had no weight on his back in that trial. But I think he's still some sort of a top 4 chance here, because I'm not that keen on Majestic Knight, Superb Capitalist, horses like that on the all-weather, but I think he's still in this.
All right, that's Flying Ace. Tom, on to our first replay, which features a Superb Capitalist, who you're not keen on. What about Full of Credit and Bundle of Charm? You're a bit more keen on them.
Yeah, definitely. Bundle of Charm for sure, and Full Credit, who has had 2 starts on the surface for a win and a second placing. Now, he contacted the gates coming out this time last start. You go back in his form line, he was beaten by his stablemate Sing Dragon 4 runs ago, and he does meet him 5 pounds worse off because he was able to win after that on the all-weather. But look, he's been racing here, Paul, against Gorgeous Win and Co, and I think he's right in this, to be honest. Full Credit and Bundle of Charm.
Yeah, I agree. They're both in for me, and I actually really like Full Credit. I thought if he'd got a clear run that day, I think he would have beaten Sing Dragon too.
Okay, that is Full Credit. Now, speaking of Sing Dragon, Paul, this is the race that you referenced. Here's Sing Dragon and Full Credit just at this stage, just trying to work into the clear. Yeah, you can see him. He does get out a little bit late, but this stage is his stablemate Sing Dragon has got first run on him and does win nicely. Look, Sing Dragon's an out-and-out dirt horse here in Hong Kong, so he's going to be a major chance as well. I think Mark Newnham can actually Quinella this race with these 2 horses, and you can see him making up really good ground on him, especially that last 50 metres. He's only beaten by a short margin of them.
Yeah, he was. I just think this time round, though, with Sing Dragon having 120 on his back and Full Credit 124, I think that little £4 could be the difference here.
Either way, Mark Newnham has both of them, Tom, both big chances. This is what the stable has done on the all-weather this season.
Yeah, 4 winners, 6 placings there from his 21 starters, so just shy of 50-odd% there for Mark on the all-weather. And looking at his runners he's got handy-looking first starter, Paul, I thought, in race number 5. Full credit there as well. I don't think Mojave Desert or New Forest are without chances either.
No, I like both of those two. I reckon I could easily see him getting 3 or 4 winners at this meeting, Mark Newnham. I think he's got a really top-quality team there coming into it.
Trainer's Challenge chance.
There you go, yeah.
Mark
See what price he comes up.
We will indeed. As we head back to the other one now, Paul, a Capital Delight second. His Bundle of Charm, he's just about sponsored the first part of the show because he's been in so many of the lead-up races to this one. Capital Delight, this was 1650. He comes back to the 1200 and, of course, did protest in this race.
Yeah, he did. Look, yeah, there was a little bit of interference there. Look, but I like Bundle of Charm coming out of this race. He's actually performed really well on the surface. 1200, not a problem for him, as you say. He's been sponsoring half this race, and he's even on the cover of the race book.
Sing Dragons, I should say, Capital Light's had a run since then when he was, of course, beaten by Mr. Ascendancy at Happy Valley the other night. He was pretty ordinary, I thought, at Happy Valley. I know typically in the past his better form has come on the dirt. He's won at Happy Valley, but I didn't like him last week either.
OK, what about Ladies' Choice? Tommy's had one go on the all-weather. It was some time ago and he ended up finishing 10th. He's usually pretty honest. He had a disappointing run 1 or 2 starts ago, has bounced back well since then, narrowly beaten on the turf last time and carries nothing.
No, I guess it's sort of what sort of run he gets in transit, if there's going to be anyone that's going to pressure him, and that pressure probably does come, Paul, from Superb Capitalist. If he jumps cleanly, he can be a bit iffy at the start, but that might be the key as well to this horse's chances. Yeah,
definitely. 105 pounds, as you say, nothing on his back, so he's just going to roll along in front. So yeah, I included him. Yeah.
He's in the top 4 is Ladies' Choice, but the Newnham runners are the ones to beat.
Yeah, that's a Quinella for me, 4 to beat 8 in this race. And that is full credit to beat Sing Dragon. Wouldn't be surprised the other way around, but I thought full credit would have beaten Sing Dragon with a clearer run last time. In for third, Ladies' Choice, and then Bundle of Charm, the horse we've talked a lot about this program. 4, 8, 9 and 7.
I've gone 8, 4, 7 and 1 here. I think Mark Newnham's got the 2 key chances in this race, Sing Dragon and full credit, but I think it might come down to the little pull that Sing Dragon's got in the weights here. Of course, he chased home Ruby Lot last time out, was up on the pace, only beaten 3.5, but did fade over the final stages. Full credit, Bundle of Charm and Flying Ace in for a minor spot. 8, 4, 7 and 1.
That has been the first part of Racing to Win. We're going to take a break right now and come back with heaps more, including all of the best bets, right after this. That is coming up the 23rd of February, Dual Group 1s. We've seen the entries in the first part of the show, but that's a little teaser to keep you guessing about what is coming up and who's going to be here and who's going to ride who when it comes to the 2 Group 1s. Now, we've got, just as importantly, Paul, your last run reminder coming out of the break for Wednesday night, and the Mark Newnham show continues.
Yeah, look, Mojave Desert here. It was a good run here at Happy Valley at his last start. But look, he's had 7 starts this season and he's actually won on the all-weather. So he's coming back to the scene of the crime there with on this all-weather. And you can see him sort of getting in a nice enough position there up against the row. And he ran on strongly enough. I think he's a better horse here on the surface, though, by I Am Invincible of a Casino Prince mare. He comes through. They didn't run overly fast throughout this race, and he was eye-catching, finishing off nicely there along the rail for 4th. So a good run from him. Coming back onto the all-weather is the key, I think.
Got some nice horses, those owners, haven't they, at the moment? Him,
yeah,
Zatanta,
yeah, and Midwinter Win.
Who's in on Sunday?
He's in on Sunday. He was impressive last time, wasn't he?
He was huge first up from South Africa. But Mojave is it. Race 8, number 9 is the last run reminder before we see Midwinter Wind on the weekend. Race number 9 is the second race we preview on the show. Yellowfin and Turin Mascot are both on the class drop. Gummy's had 2 runs back. Young Brilliant, he's won twice course and distance. We've got Unicorn drawn 10. Fighting Machines place 3 from 4 over the 1650. Glorious Success, Pacifiers and Cows off. Blinkers go back on. Kalachi is on debut. comes here with Irish 2-year-old form. Indeed has the pacifiers on. New Forest wears blinkers. Never Peter Out's been flying since he switched surfaces. And Ariel, he meets Never Peter Out again. They were 1-2 down in grade last time. But there is a few leaders in this race, Paul.
Yeah, there'll be a good pace. Yellowfin likes to lead. Ariel, probably the quickest of all of them, will get to the front. New Forest led when there was some money for him on debut. Frantank, he likes to lead but drawn wide. He might eventually get across there. Young Brilliant's another one that's led in the pass on the surface. Never Peter Out's never far away. Going back to Fighting Machine, and the first starter there, Kalachi, hasn't shown too much early speed in his trials.
Fortunately, hasn't shown too much late speed in his trials either, Kalachi. But we're heading now to Karis Teetan, who's with Nick talking glorious success.
Karis Teetan, glorious success is a ride for you coming up on Wednesday night on the all-weather. You've only ridden them once, but that was on the surface last time, and he ran a good race, didn't he?
Yes, Nick. I thought he was very gutsy last time. How he finished off, even he was off the bit quite a long way from home. Is a horse that tries really hard and handled the dirt pretty well. So I think he's going to go out and perform to his best again.
I wanted to ask you, I know that the decision's been made, obviously David Eustace putting the blinkers back on, pacified cows coming off. Did you have an input into that?
No, that was all his decision. I think it's just maybe to make him sort of a bit more focused and travel a bit more in a race. Like I said, last time he did not travel much. He came off the bit quite a long time from home. So I'm hoping that will make the difference. If it does, he's going to be really competitive.
And I guess judged on limited data, Karis, obviously what he was able to achieve last time in defeat, you'd be fairly confident coming into this race, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, 100%. He gave me a good feel last time. Like I said, it felt like he had no problem with the dirt, and I think there was a really smart horse next to him. And yeah, I was very pleased with how he's going, and he's doing well in the morning, so looking forward to riding him.
There he is, Karis. Tommy's done everything other than win a race. Could this be the week or perhaps another placing?
Well, just a matter of where he ends up from barrier number 13. The blinkers are being applied again. The pacifiers with the cows are off. I think he's still a strong chance in the race, and Chase Perfect Team. He's got some embraces form there. Johannes Brahms, who wasn't so good the other day, but he's done nothing wrong just apart from not winning, Paul.
Yeah, exactly right. He's finished off strongly. 13 worries me a little bit because this is quite a strong field, this. So, look, he goes in, but I've got him down as another place.
Another placing. He's been very consistent at doing that. Up in grade, this one, Paul. Yellowfin 4th and Turin Mascot 7th. The last time Turin Mascot raced over the 1650 in this grade, though, he was a winner. Yeah,
he was. So he's coming back here where he does enjoy it on this surface. Yellowfin, that was an improved run for Yellowfin, and he does get the £10 claim. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 2, so he's going to be right on the pace, Yellowfin, so he's going to go in the numbers.
It was good to see his last 2 runs have certainly been better. Obviously behind Sunlight Power last time out, he got within a length and a half of him, and he chased home Sword Point on the dirt last time out. Only jumped fairly, and he probably ended up a little further back than they ideally would have liked last time out. He normally sort of midfield a fraction better. He was just off that last time out, but it was still a good run from him.
New Forest, Tom. His first start was on the turf. He's since trialled on the all-weather. He wins this trial. There's American breeding through his pedigree, which we know Paul loves.
Yeah, Justify 4-year-old. Obviously, he's got an entry for the BMW Hong Kong Derby. He's a fair way off that at this point, off a rating of 64. But there was a lot to like about his run behind Bundle Award, who's going to line up over the weekend at Sha Tin. Sky Trust, of course, was in that, and he has since run second. Nothing wrong with the trial. The blinkers were on. I think he's the one to beat, Paul.
Yeah, I agree. And as Mark says, he knows I like these pedigrees of these American through it. So, look, I agree, and I like that trial, and I liked his debut run. There was a lot of money for him on debut as well.
See, we do listen to you.
We do. There you go.
That is New Forest. Here are some turf form, Paul. Beato's been better at his last 2 starts. He's placed in both of them. They've both been over at Happy Valley. Just the one go so far on the all-weather.
Yeah, it was a while ago as well. He did run 10th. He didn't really show too much. He got back and didn't run on. That was of a rating of 61. It was a couple of seasons ago. He's on a similar rating here of 62. Yeah, they're having another go at the all-weather, but I still like to see him do it, though.
He's one of those horses that always runs on at the end, no matter what trip you put him up. He might want 1,800 metres in the future, but I'm happy just to watch this time round.
We'll leave him out. Never peter out, Tom. He's just been a revelation since switching to the alternate surface. Nothing wrong with Ariel's recent form on the dirt either. What about these two coming up in grade?
Well, he nearly pinched this race off the front, did Ariel. Both of them are slightly out of the handicap here. He's got 115 pounds on his back. Ariel was up on the speed, kicked in the straight, but wasn't able to hold out. Never peter out, who just seems to have found a real affection for this all-weather surface, and he was caught wide early. He was wide pretty much the whole way after that, and was able to get up. So lightweight puts this right within his wheelhouse.
Yeah, he goes in for me, definitely for Never Peter Out. And since he's switched to the all-weather, we can see those statistics now. He's a 3-time winner from his 5 starts and placed in the other 2. So, look, the grunts are going really well up here. We've seen Hong Lock Golf was very unlucky at his last start, and Yun Long Elite win recently as well. So there's only a handful of them.
Keith Young's been a big part of Never Peter Out. He's on the injured sideline, so a great opportunity for Dylan Moe on Never Peter Out this week. Gummy, Paul. He's only been fair at his first 2 runs back. What's his track work been like since?
Yeah, look, it wasn't too bad. As you can see, he stretched out nicely enough here. Another one that does love the surface. 2-time winner, 3 seconds from it. But again, he's just a little bit out of form at the moment.
He has been a little bit out of form. He was slightly held up last time out, beaten 2.5 lengths. He only jumped fairly, and then he was held up over the concluding stages as well. There might be a bit of a question mark over 1650 because his wins have been 1,200 metres, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt here and throw him in.
OK, he's going in for Tom, but there's more love for Mark Newnham.
Yeah, look, I think Mark's going to have a really good evening, and New Forest will go on top, the son of Justify. To beat Yellowfin, I think he can get a lovely run just in behind from barrier number 2. Never Peter Out and Glorious Success, 11, 1, 13 and 7.
Yeah, I do like New Forest to hear the son of Justify going on to the all-weather for the first time for Mark Newnham and Matthew Chadwick. So he's the one to beat with the blinkers on. Gummy, going to throw him in for second. He might be a decent price in this race. I think he's slowly getting back to some form. It wasn't the worst run last time out. Never Peter Out and Yellowfin at the top should appreciate the class drop here and the weight relief. 11, 3, 13 and 1.
That has been the preview for 2 of the races on Wednesday night at Sha Tin. All of them, they're on their website, hkjc.com. Click on audio and video for race-by-race analysis. It is, though, Paul, time for your best bets.
We go with Mojave Desert. We just saw him in the previous there with the last run reminder. He's had 2 goes for a win and a second over this course and distance. And the stable's in very good form at the moment. The video we're going to do down the bottom, no weight on his back, is Gimme 5. Karis Teetan rides this track very, very well, and he's coming here to the surface for the first time, being by Swiss Ace. And the play of the day, race 9, 1, 11 and 13, the race we just covered.
Best bet for me is He Was You. Now, he is here with Tony Cruz and Brenton Abdullah. Really like this trial from him coming into the Wednesday night affair. Race 5, number 4, looks outstanding for Mark Newnham and Luke Ferraris. He's on debut. Drawn 12, don't see that being a negative for him. And we'll go all up for the play. Win He Was You. QQP main event 478, full credit, bundle of charm, Sing Dragon. Win in the last, New Forest.
Going the best bet as Fortune Warrior, only won 1 from 25, but he's been racing pretty well on this surface. Hasn't been with David Eustace for too long. From 4, thought he got his opportunity. Snow a lot on the all-weathers. Trial well up at Chung Fa leading into this, and we'll get a £10 claim for Brittany Wong. And the play race 5. Tom's long shot looks outstanding. Fortune Warren Balkanis, who's been racing well. He comes up with a wide barrier. Diary time with no Happy Valley this Wednesday night. Tom, we won't have to wait too long to get back to the Valley on the 19th.
Yes, where we have another 9-race card coming up there, but of course Sha Tin at the weekend, another 11-race program, so plenty to look forward to. A good race full of 4-year-olds again, Paul.
Yeah, Mickley midwinter win. And there's a whole host of first starters to get your teeth into as well.
There is plenty of horses around at the moment. That has been Racing to Win. Big thanks to the boys. Big thanks to you too. We'll see you for the first at Sha Tin Wednesday night, 6:45.